got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Sliding out of the pocket. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They run. Chubb. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Cunningham. And quickly to his tight end, Clark. That's caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They'll run with Sanders. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. On 3rd and 2, Cunningham will be hit and taken down at the 21. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
Vinatieri's kick is good. And it's 3-0 here in the 2nd quarter. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll get a little over for 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think
and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. A loss of 2 there, second down. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run. It's Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Randall Cunningham, as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run it. Freeman. He'll have a first down past the 40. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Dawson's kick is up and through. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now a carry for Sanders. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he loses the football a 2nd time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Yellow. Check, check.
Now Mahomes. And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete into the hands of A.J. Derby. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin Bush in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his man Sharp complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
Another run here with Sanders. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. They'll run with Sanders.
Bretton, every great running back.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Mahomes now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 98 yards, so close. So after about as long a play as humanly possible without scoring, here's first and goal. It's Coleman here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now, it's Sanders. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
43, 15.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Yellow.
Switch.
Hey, Riplands, come back.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such